Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm delighted to have you here today. Today, we'll be discussing equipment management in pharmaceutical and API manufacturing. My name is Dr. S.K. Singh, and I hold a PhD in this field. Over the course of this presentation, we'll explore key strategies, best practices, and challenges related to managing equipment effectively in these industries. So, let's get started and dive into this important topic. Let's take a closer look at the objective of equipment management. Essentially, equipment management ensures that all our equipment is fit for its intended use. This means it should operate properly and meet the specific needs of the process. Equally important is that the quality, safety, and efficacy of the product are not compromised at any point. We want to make sure that the equipment supports consistent and reliable outcomes. Another critical aspect is data integrity. The data generated through equipment use must be reliable and reproducible, so we can trust the results and maintain compliance. Lastly, equipment must always comply with current good manufacturing practice, or CGMP, and data integrity principles. This helps safeguard product quality and ensures regulatory requirements are met. Overall, effective equipment management is vital for producing safe, high-quality products and maintaining trust in our processes. It ties everything together in our mission to uphold our standards and deliver excellence. Let's take a closer look at the regulatory basis for equipment management. These requirements are outlined in several key documents and regulations. First, we have the FDA 21 CFR 211, specifically Subpart D, which covers equipment. Then, there's the EU GMP Chapter 3, focusing on premises and equipment. The WHO GMP guidelines also provide important standards that we follow. Additionally, for active pharmaceutical ingredients, ICHQ 7 specifies requirements in sections 5 and 12. The most important point to remember is that equipment must be designed, qualified, cleaned, maintained, and calibrated to perform exactly as intended. This ensures consistent quality and compliance across all stages of production. Connecting this to our overall theme, these regulatory frameworks set the foundation for robust equipment management practices, helping us deliver safe and effective medicines. Let's walk through the equipment lifecycle from a GMP perspective. First, we start with equipment selection and design. It's crucial to choose the right equipment that fits the process requirements and complies with GMP standards from the outset. Proper design impacts everything that follows, including ease of cleaning and validation. Next comes the purchase and installation phase. Here, ensuring that the equipment is installed correctly and according to specifications is essential to maintain quality and compliance. Proper documentation during installation supports our validation efforts. Then we move into qualification, which includes IQ, OQ, and PQ. These steps verify that the equipment is installed correctly, operates as intended, and performs consistently under actual process conditions. Qualification is fundamental to ensuring product quality and regulatory compliance. Once qualified, the equipment enters routine operation and use. During this phase, adherence to SOPs and consistent operation are key to maintaining GMP standards and ensuring reproducible results. Cleaning and maintenance follow. Regular cleaning prevents contamination, and proper maintenance ensures equipment functions reliably, reducing downtime and maintaining product integrity. Calibration and monitoring are ongoing activities. Regular calibration guarantees accuracy, while monitoring helps us detect any deviations early, allowing for timely corrective actions. Change control and requalification are also vital. Any modifications to equipment or process conditions require controlled documentation and requalification to ensure ongoing compliance. Finally, at the end of its life cycle, equipment must be decommissioned and disposed of properly. This step ensures that any remaining risks are mitigated and that disposal complies with environmental and safety regulations. Throughout all these phases, the goal is to maintain quality, compliance, and efficiency, which ultimately supports the integrity of our pharmaceutical products. Let's talk about equipment classification. Equipment can generally be categorized into three main groups. First, we have direct impact equipment, which directly affects product quality. Examples of this include reactors, tablet presses, autoclaves, and HPLC systems. These are critical because any issues here can directly impact the final product. Next, we have indirect impact equipment. This includes systems like HVAC, water systems, and compressed air. While these don't directly touch the product, they influence the environment and processes, so they still matter a lot. Finally, there's no impact equipment, such as typical office equipment, which doesn't affect the product or the process. Now, understanding these classifications is important because a risk-based approach guides us in determining the level of qualification and control needed for each type. This way, we focus resources where they matter most, ensuring product quality and compliance throughout the process. Now, let's talk about equipment qualification, which is all about demonstrating that our equipment is fit for use. First, we have IQ, or installation qualification. This step ensures that the equipment is installed exactly as per the design and manufacturer's specifications. It's like verifying that everything is set up correctly from the start. Next is OQ, or operational qualification. This phase confirms that the equipment operates properly within established ranges. Basically, we're testing to make sure it functions as it should under normal conditions. Then we have PQ, or performance qualification. This is where we verify that the equipment performs consistently over time under routine conditions. It's about ensuring reliability and ongoing performance. For example, when qualifying an autoclave during its PQ, we would use heat distribution and biological indicators to confirm it sterilizes effectively and consistently. Overall, these qualification steps help us ensure our equipment is reliable, safe, and capable of supporting our quality processes. Let's talk about equipment identification and status control. Every piece of GMP equipment needs a unique ID number. This helps us easily identify each piece without confusion. In addition, we assign a status label, such as qualified under maintenance or out of service. These labels give us instant clarity on the equipment's current condition. It's also important to record the location and department where the equipment is used. All of this together creates a clear, organized system. Now, why is this so crucial? Well, it prevents mix-ups. Imagine using the wrong equipment by mistake, something we definitely want to avoid. And it also stops unauthorized use, maintaining both safety and compliance. So, by properly identifying equipment and controlling its status, we ensure smooth, safe, and compliant operations across the board. Let's take a closer look at equipment operating procedures. It's crucial that approved Standard Operating Procedures, or SOPs, clearly define several key aspects of equipment use. First, startup and shutdown procedures should be well documented to ensure safe and consistent operation every time. Next, we need to specify the normal operating parameters, which are the standard conditions under which the equipment should run smoothly. Safety precautions are also essential. They help prevent accidents and protect personnel. Lastly, in-process checks are necessary to monitor the equipment's performance during operation and catch any issues early. For example, there are specific SOPs for operating equipment like the HPLC or a tablet compression machine. Having these detailed procedures helps maintain quality, safety, and efficiency across all our equipment operations. Let's talk about cleaning and cleaning validation. It's essential that equipment is properly cleaned to prevent cross-contamination, which can compromise product quality and safety. But it's not just about cleaning. It has to be done according to validated procedures. This ensures consistency and reliability across all cleaning processes. Now, to keep everything transparent and compliant, several documents are involved. These include cleaning standard operating procedures, or SOPs, which outline the specific cleaning steps. We also have cleaning validation protocols and reports that verify the effectiveness of our cleaning methods. Additionally, logbooks are maintained to record each cleaning activity, and analytical reports from swab or rinse tests help us confirm cleanliness levels. All these elements work together to ensure our cleaning processes are effective, documented, and validated, key principles in maintaining quality and regulatory compliance across the board. Let's talk about calibration management, which is a crucial part of maintaining quality and accuracy in our processes. First, we need to ensure we have the key documents in place, such as the calibration SOP, which outlines the procedures we follow. We also need a calibration schedule to keep track of when each piece of equipment requires calibration, along with calibration certificates that serve as proof of compliance. Additionally, maintaining detailed calibration records, or logs, helps us keep an ongoing history of each instrument's performance. Now, when it comes to critical measuring equipment, there are specific requirements. These instruments must be calibrated at defined frequencies, meaning we follow a set schedule to ensure ongoing accuracy. They should also be calibrated against traceable standards, which are recognized and reliable reference points to ensure consistency. Let's look at some examples: balances, pH meters, temperature probes, and pressure gauges. These are all vital instruments that directly impact the quality of our measurements. Proper calibration of these devices ensures they deliver accurate readings, which is essential for compliance and overall process integrity. In the broader context of our presentation, effective calibration management supports consistent quality, compliance, and confidence in our data. It's a fundamental aspect of our quality assurance system that we must diligently follow. Preventive maintenance is a crucial aspect of our overall equipment management strategy. It helps ensure that our equipment performs consistently and reliably over time. By regularly maintaining our machinery, we can actually reduce the chances of unexpected breakdowns and deviations from standard operation. This not only keeps our processes running smoothly, but also minimizes downtime and potential losses. When we talk about documentation, there are several key components to keep in mind. First, we have the Preventive Maintenance Standard Operating Procedures, or SOPs, which provide clear instructions on how to carry out maintenance tasks properly. Then, we have maintenance schedules that outline when specific activities should take place, helping us plan ahead and stay organized. Maintenance records are also vital. They serve as a history of all the work done, allowing us to track patterns and identify potential issues before they become serious. And finally, breakdown and repair reports give us insights into failures and help us improve our preventive measures over time. Overall, these documents are essential tools that support our goal of maintaining optimal equipment performance, reducing unexpected failures, and ensuring quality and safety across our operations. Let's talk about equipment logbooks and why they are so important. Logbooks provide a real-time record of equipment history, which is essential for maintaining quality and compliance. They typically include details like the date and time of use, which helps us track when equipment was operated. They also record product or batch details, linking specific runs to the equipment used. Cleaning status is another critical piece of information, ensuring that equipment has been properly sanitized before the next use. Operator initials are recorded to identify who was responsible for each entry, adding accountability. Maintenance and calibration entries are also documented to show that the equipment has been properly maintained and calibrated according to schedule. Now, it's important to remember that these logbooks are considered GMP records. This means they must strictly follow the ALCOA plus principles: attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, and accurate, plus the additional factors of complete, consistent, enduring, and available. Adhering to these standards ensures the integrity and traceability of our equipment records, which is fundamental to maintaining quality and compliance throughout our processes. Let's talk about change control and requalification. When we make any changes to equipment, it's essential to evaluate those changes through a formal change control process. This helps us understand the potential impact on the quality of our products. After assessing the change, we often need to requalify the equipment to ensure it still performs as expected. Some common examples of changes include major repairs, software updates, or even relocating equipment to a new site. Each of these can influence the equipment's performance or the overall process, so they must be carefully managed. The key takeaway here is that any modification isn't just a simple update. It requires a structured approach to maintain quality and compliance. This process helps us stay in control and ensures our products meet the highest standards. When it's time to retire equipment, there are some important steps we need to follow to ensure everything is handled properly. First, QA approval is required before any decommissioning process can move forward. This helps verify that all quality standards are maintained and that the equipment is indeed ready to be retired. Next, the equipment's status is officially changed to decommissioned in our records, signaling that it is no longer in active use. It's also crucial to remove GMP labels from the equipment to prevent any accidental reuse, which could compromise product safety or quality. Finally, all related records must be archived in accordance with our retention policy. This ensures that we have a proper record of the decommissioning process for future audits or inquiries. Overall, these steps are designed to prevent any mix-ups or reuse of decommissioned equipment, maintaining the integrity of our manufacturing environment and ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements. Now, let's look at some best practices to ensure our equipment is managed effectively. First, it's crucial to maintain comprehensive documentation throughout the entire equipment lifecycle. This means keeping detailed records from installation to decommissioning, so we always have a clear history. Next, we need to ensure that qualification, calibration, and maintenance activities are performed in compliance with industry standards and regulations. This helps us guarantee that our equipment performs reliably and consistently. Controlling equipment status and access is also vital. Limiting who can operate or modify equipment minimizes errors and unauthorized changes, maintaining integrity and security. Maintaining accurate logbooks and records is equally important. Good record-keeping supports traceability and accountability, which are essential for audits and investigations. Finally, adopting a risk-based and data integrity-focused approach helps us prioritize actions and ensure the reliability of our data. This proactive mindset reduces risks and enhances overall quality. When we follow these best practices, well-managed equipment leads to consistent quality and keeps us inspection-ready at all times. For further support, please contact us. If you have any questions or need assistance after this presentation, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help ensure you have all the resources you need to succeed. And with that, I want to sincerely thank you for your time and attention today. Your engagement is what makes these conversations meaningful. Again, thank you, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.